Number 6, Carnell Tate will lead Ohio State in receiving this year. Jeremiah Smith, nevertheless, will be the number 1 overall pick in the 27 NFL draft.
You're making Jeremiah Smith a decoy.
This is either going to look brilliant or the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your entire life, and there's no in between. Here's my deal. I think that Jeremiah Smith is the best college football receiver I've ever seen. I think I thought that by week 3 last year. I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't know if there's a single receiver in college that you would take with this much information. Like, it's easy to go, yeah, well, I would have taken Calvin Johnson with the whole picture. But if you stop...
Yeah, Georgia Tech didn't use him, right?
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd year in college, because he redshirted his first year.
Trying to
maybe
think, how many players...
I don't think so.
How many receivers have done this through their first year as a true freshman? Not many.
No.
But also, it's the body type, it's the ability, it's the ball skills, it's everything. You can just look at him and you know he's going to be an NFL star. I think, and I wrote in the column that I anticipate he'll be an NFL Hall of Famer when this is all said and done. So you want to talk about like hype? There's your hype. That said, people obsess way too much over stats, and I think that it's possible that if they play 12 regular season games next year and every single team sells out their defense to stop him from torching them, that there are other players on the team that might be first-round picks at the receiver position as well, and Carnell Tate is one of those players.
Let me give you a box score, Ari.
Is it the Texas
Let's
one?
travel back in time to the Cotton Bowl.
Yep.
Ohio State versus Texas. You and I were both there. Who led Ohio State in receiving that night?
Carnell Tate.
Correct. 7 catches for 87 yards. Texas was indeed selling out to stop Jeremiah Smith. It is why Carnell Tate racked up, it's not a great average, but racked up receiving yards, and also why Travion Henderson had the biggest play of the game, catching the ball out of the backfield for 75 yards.
Yeah, my thing is that if you sell out to stop Jeremiah, you will not be able to stop Tate. Now, here's where the thing can backfire in my face. Texas.
Jeremiah's just that good.
Well, that, of course. But here's where it's going to really backfire. Texas has a level of athlete where selling out is effective. If Ohio State plays teams that they're favored by 28 points by, and they sell out for Jeremiah is still probably going to get open. Like, if you look at Ohio State's schedule, like, they play Minnesota, they play Wisconsin, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers. Half their schedule is against teams that can't physically match up against them. If you play a team, like, how many teams can duplicate what Texas pulled off in the Cotton Bowl? Like, that's the question. And if you think that it's not many, then Jeremiah Smith might be triple teamed and double teamed and still get open and do what he does, and rack up a bunch of stats. But what I mean,
Washington's got those 2, ridiculously rangy corners.
Yeah,
maybe they can
Davis.
do it with less help. Penn State obviously has some very good DBs and very good athletes. Illinois has had good players on defense that have come through that maybe, but it is very rare that you're going to be able to even sell out. And so, and I want to take you into another group of really good receivers, Ari, because the last one, my last stat, I think helps your argument. I think this may hurt it. So in 2019, Alabama had a stacked receiver room. Mm-hmm. So this is probably even better than Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and Brandon Ennis and whoever else may emerge here. In 2019, Alabama had Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, and Devontae Smith. Those were their top 4 receivers. It's a loaded room. Who do you think led them in receiving yardage that year?
Jeudy.
It was Devontae Smith. The best player is going to lead them in receiving yardage, and Jeremiah Smith is the best player. Devontae Smith was the best player. We just didn't know that yet. We needed to see him in 2020 to understand that he was even better than those other first-round guys.
Here's another piece of statistical trivia for you. Who led Ohio State in receptions last year?
Carnell Tate.
Nope, it was Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, it was Egbuka. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Another first rounder, by the way.
Emeka Egbuka also had, I believe, over 300 yards fewer receiving than Jeremiah.
Right.
So that
when the 6'4" guy who runs faster than everybody else catches it,
yeah,
crazy things happen.
So my question to you back would be, if the receptions are still there for everybody else, because you have to replace Egbuka too. Like, people forget, like, Egbuka's tearing it up at Tampa Bay's camp right now. Like,
right.
He's going to be
he may be their number 2 receiver, depending on the Jalen McMillan injury situation and when Chris Godwin comes back. Yeah.
And Chris Godwin's hurt, and they got a lot of
yardage. By the way, their number 1 receiver is future Hall of Famer Mike Evans.
Yeah. Who, by the way, isn't slowing down at all. And it's unbelievable. Mike Evans is the most underappreciated NFL athlete.
But the thing is, like, I'm glad you mentioned this, because this seems like it's off topic. But I remember watching Mike Evans at Texas A&M. Mike Evans was a 6'5", 225-pound dude that could run like the wind.
Sounds familiar.
Except if you gave me college Mike Evans or college Jeremiah Smith,
yeah,
I'm taking Jeremiah Smith 11 times out of 10. He's that much more polished and skilled.
The scariest thing about Jeremiah
at this point in his career
is that the kid might still be growing. Like, he's not even there physically yet.
Yeah.
But the fact is, though, that Ohio State has picked a quarterback who's going to air it out, and I think part of the reason why they did that is because Jeremiah Smith exists. But if he doesn't lead the team in receptions and teams sell out to stop him from those big 70-yard chunk plays, it might be hard for him to amass the statistics that he had a year ago. That said, I might look like an idiot and he might have 1,700 yards receiving. I don't know. I'm not betting against Jeremiah Smith. What I'm doing is reminding you that Ohio State's receiving core isn't just Jeremiah Smith.
I'm thinking this is going to look like Larry Fitzgerald's junior year. That's what I'm thinking.
How many touchdowns did he have that year?
Let's look it up. But it's still amazing to me that he redshirted, by the way. All right. Larry Fitzgerald college stats.
He had
2003.
Yep.
1,672 yards on 92 catches, 22 touchdown catches.
Yep.
22.
Yeah. That'd be something.
Okay. Maybe Jeremiah Smith won't have that many touchdown catches, because that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to have 3 a game, but we are 2.5 a game. But I don't know. I might look like an idiot, but I wanted to make sure that the NFL draft thing was still on there, because I'm not predicting that he's going to get worse. I'm predicting that defenses are going to take him away.
And the amazing thing about that NFL draft thing is we will see if Arch Manning stays in college another year. We think he's going to. So he would be in that draft. DJ Lagway would be eligible for that draft. I'm sure there are some other quarterbacks who have not yet emerged who by the end of next season will be considered first-round material. I still think I might take Jeremiah Smith, no matter how good any of those quarterbacks are.
It's so interesting that Emeka Egbuka existed on last year's team and is going to be the bona fide number 2 receiver on an NFL roster right now, and people forgot he existed, including you.
I'm sorry, Emeka. That's my bad.
And it's not Andy's fault. It's not your fault if you don't follow it. I forgot about it until I looked at the box score. It's that's how big of an aura that Jeremiah Smith has. And I wonder if, like, Carnell Tate becomes a quasi-star as a result of all of that atmosphere being taken up. But we'll see. I might look like an idiot. I'm okay with that.